Council meeting, it's July 15th, 2026, 7:30 p.m. Would you please join me in a moment of silent prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance? Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor St. John.
Here.
Mr. Capel.
Here.
Mrs. Cooper. Mrs. Crawford. Here. Mr. Gross.
Here.
Mr. Grunley.
Here.
And Mr. Long.
Here.
Six present. We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We had a meeting on July 1st, 2026. Looking for a motion to approve the minutes.
No motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Goss,
Second.
second by Mrs. Crawford. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Goes.
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Grunley.
Yes.
Sorry. Mr. Capel.
Yes.
Mayor St. John.
Yes. Motions for the minutes passed. Next section is the visitors section. Are there visitors that would wish to speak with City Council? If so, if you can state your name, address, and limit it to 3 minutes, please.
All right, we've got two people that have signed up at this point. First one, Alicia Doty.
Hello, Ms. Doty.
Hi.
Where'd it go?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
My thing is about 5 minutes long, so my husband Jeremy is gonna finish it. Is it okay if he comes up here now?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, are these the two speakers?
Yeah.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
certainly.
Hello, and thank you for allowing me to speak again this evening. I'm Alicia Doty, resident at 12649 Vans Valley Road. First, I'd like to thank you for your timely processing of the charter amendment petitions submitted by residents. Your efficiency is recognized and appreciated. Second, I'm here this evening to address council about the light industrial zoning language, specifically focusing on setbacks, building height, and berms. Sunbury's current language for the light industrial district allows that the minimal setback from agricultural and residential lots be at least 100 feet with pavement setbacks set at 50 feet. However, setbacks from principal arterial roads are set at 250 feet for both principal buildings and pavement. I find this to be confusing. Why would the city grant a road like State Route 37 2.5 times more distance from the development than the people who live next to it? The road will not bear the daily disruptions from the development in the way that humans will. The neighbors who are currently surrounded by farm fields, trees, wildlife, and open spaces could soon find parking lots and 65-foot high buildings within 100 feet of their homes. These conditions outlined in our code should immediately be altered. At a minimum, humans should be granted the same setbacks as roads, but in reality, they should receive even more. Other communities are recognizing the impact these developments have on residents and are imposing more stringent requirements. Locally, Plain City has proposed a 750-foot setback from residential property lines and is in the process of adopting this and other more stringent additional zoning regulations that would better protect surrounding residents. In Fayette County and in Carroll, Ohio, 1,000-foot setbacks from residential property lines are the standard. I've heard small town feel or variations of this sentiment multiple times in statements at council meetings over the past few months. It's hard to reconcile that sentiment with the reality residents will face with our current zoning standards. Sunbury's limited industrial zoning for building height also contrasts with the desire for a small town feel. Currently, buildings can reach 85 feet in height. And when you include potential mechanical equipment, chimneys, flues, etc., this permissible height is 95 feet. This is nearly the equivalent of a 10-story apartment building. 10 stories. There are no buildings anywhere in Sunbury, anywhere near this height. The apartments in the district of Berkshire reach a maximum of 45 feet, and the Hitachi Estimo is roughly 40 feet tall. Your current zoning allows for buildings nearly twice as tall as the tallest buildings in this area. For perspective, the diners outside of District 13 could be looking at a 10-story building just north of Yummy Donuts. But this isn't a commercial area we're discussing. This is the surroundings of homes on the perimeter of your proposed limited industrial district. I can't imagine any of you would want a 95-foot building to be next to your home, or in my case, potentially surrounding it on 3 sides. My husband Jeremy will continue.
Thank you, Mrs. Doty. Hello, Mr. Doty.
My name is Jeremy Doty. I live at 12649 Vans Valley Road. I'm gonna kind of pick up where Alicia took off or left off. Building height should be capped at a more reasonable size to fit the intention of zoning. Most light industrial builds have heights of 24 to 30 feet, maybe reaching 40 feet, which is the height of manufacturing and warehouses of an industrial district, not light industrial. Allowing buildings to reach heights of 85 to 95 feet do not fit within the parameters of your light industrial zones. The final topic we would like you to reconsider in your light industrial zoning are berms. Our current zoning standards require a berm of 5 feet. If the purpose of an earthen berm is to block the visual and noise impacts of an industrial zone, this is an ineffective height to do so. The average height of an American is 5'9" tall, giving the average American visual clearance of 9 inches above Sunbury's current standard. The U.S. Forest Service provides guidance on earthen berms and how to use agroforestry to buffer noise. The agency indicates that an effective buffer must completely block the line of sight to be effective in noise reduction. Otherwise, it does not serve an effective acoustic purpose. While the expectation of an earthen berm, the height of a 2-story house, may be a deterrent to attracting businesses, the minimum that a city should require is a berm that a normal adult cannot look over. Even New Albany, the heart of Ohio's Silicon Valley, has more stringent berm requirements. Their city code states that the technology manufacturing district, their default for zoning requirements, is not specified in other districts. That residential buffering be a minimum of 10-foot high mound with a mix of deciduous trees, evergreens, and shrubs planted on the slopes and peak. Our zoning also includes tree plantings and specifies native trees, which is a wonderful and ecologically intelligent inclusion, by the way. However, it is half the height and does far less to protect local residents of the impact of the development. We urge you to revisit the setbacks, building height, and berm standards in your light industrial zoning. It makes no sense that some current zoning would allow a 65-foot building to step back 100 feet from residential homes, with only a 5-foot berm in between. These standards are not in line with community goals, resident consideration, or building standards for the type of facilities for this area. And standards should be modified to better fit and protect your surrounding residents.
Thank you, Mr. Doty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Doty. Great. So anyone else that would like to speak to city council? And state your name and address, please.
My name is Jenny Hercules. I reside at 333 Hawthorne Court East, Sunbury. I wanted to bring up a few safety concerns as a disabled individual. And I also use a mobility scooter, which is an ADA recognized device. And currently I'm trying to use sidewalks to get to the square from my home. And there is no continuous sidewalk for me to do so. Meaning I have to drive my scooter in the street. I think it goes about 3 miles an hour. So obviously very concerned for my safety with that. In winter time, the curbs around road crossings are not shoveled or cleared. So I have to squat and lift up my scooter to get over snowy and icy patches. Really ruined my time in winter, but Christmas on the square last year. And there are several locations where the sidewalk blocks are angled up, and I cannot get my scooter over those bumps. So I was very happy to see that mobility scooters are being addressed. However, I am concerned that there is no language for people using these devices as for assistance mobility, like myself. So I would love that to be added and be considered. The ADA.gov website has a lot of good recommendations on the wording, as well as the Ohio Revised Code and ODOT provides a guide as well. So I'm very concerned about the wording that says that no person shall operate one of these devices on any street or highway or any public or private property used by the public for purpose of vehicular travel or parking. That basically says to me, I'm not allowed to drive my scooter around town at all. Or maybe I need to drive in the streets at 3 miles an hour, so that could be a traffic concern as well as a safety concern. That's what we'll talk about.
Thank you, Mrs. Kirk. Thank you,
Thank
Mr. Kirkendall.
Thanks.
Anyone else that would like to speak to city council? All right, we're done. Come on up, Mr. Bennett. Just kidding. Come on up, sir. How are you doing?
Very done. Over to High Street.
There we go.
Hello. Just a repeat of something I brought up before with a little more direct observation regarding truck traffic, particularly, well, in general on no truck roads, but in this particular case on Granville, which is suffering from it, as we all know, with a couple chuck holes. And you get a semi or a fully loaded gravel truck going down that road and it precludes any traffic coming the other way. I mean, there's just not wide enough for it. And this is from direct observation. Today, in the space of 1 hour, there were 2 fully loaded semis. One was a Coke truck. I can't remember what the other one was. And the third one was a tanker truck going down Granville. I know for a fact, as I'm sure you do, that there are great big giant no truck signs at both ends of that road. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just throwing it out there again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else that would like to speak to city council? Right. We're on to the committee reports, Mr. Long.
None for me this week. Thank you.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. We had a finance committee meeting this evening. Touched on several topics. The first being, Ms. Steffen presents some employee handbook revisions, which included some cleanup and some additional items to the handbook itself regarding confidentiality, AI, vacation stipulations, cell phone allowance, compensatory time. And so we went through those changes and I appreciate the detail and providing that. I do believe there was an ask for a red line version of that or something similar that we can do a side-by-side comparison. I think we'll have that to review. We also had a presentation from Shantria, the planning and zoning intern, who did her first and last meeting this evening. She did a great job, but she is moving on to other things and appreciate her hard work while she was here. She talked about zoning fee schedule updates, putting zoning code, putting zoning fees in zoning versus building code with 3 main objectives. And those objectives were to develop an updated zoning fee structure, create a more streamlined, flexible, and user-friendly fee schedule, and utilize additional revenue to support the hiring of an additional staff member. There's a lot of things that are built in Sunbury right now that we do not have an associated fee with. So the city is looking at possibly adopting fees to help offset the cost of reviewing those building of those items. We also had a quick presentation by Ms. Steffen on RETA data, looking at revenue analysis based on tax structure, just to get an idea of where folks work and where they pay taxes. So I appreciate that. And then we had our monthly standard reporting on year-to-date comparison reports. Revenue is strong, no outstanding expenses that draw any specific attention, as well as the check register and our year-to-date income tax collection. So more specifics in the meeting if you'd like to review it. But other than that, it was a great meeting. Appreciate all the information.
Thank you very much. Mr. Copper?
Nothing tonight.
Mrs. Crawford?
Nothing.
Mr. Gibbs?
Nothing here, sir.
Good dude. All right. Next item on the agenda is city manager's report.
All right, so I know we'll talk about the petition a little bit later, but on other matters related to the data center discussion, as we talked about, the next public meeting, we're looking to do special public meeting August 27th. I do think the 3 topics I'm honing in on land use and zoning, economic development, and then the review of the different types of data centers. The issues raised by the visitors on land use and rezoning are exactly the types of things I would want the individual to address. Are there some weaknesses on our current zoning code, and what are other communities doing? So appreciate that feedback. As Mr. Bennett had indicated, there are a couple of potholes on East Granville Street. So I've made a note here. Our service team is scheduled to go out and repair those two potholes next week. They've scheduled it for Wednesday and Thursday. Traffic will be maintained throughout the repair. They'll work on one side of the street and then the other side of the street. So I know that has been an issue for some time, so we're happy to be able to get out there and do that. So just heads up for that. Maybe turning our attention then to the 4th of July. So I think we've talked a little bit about this. Appreciate all the effort of staff and the civic group and volunteers who helped with this. But just did want to report the police department reporting. We only had one issue of an individual experiencing some heat issues. That person was treated by the emergency medical services, released without any significant issues. No events reported at the middle school. So I feel like this was a safe, and hopefully people feel like it was a fun experience as well. I do want to call out, our police department has had a conversation with the AEP substation, the Vassal substation. I think it's important to note that they are going to be doing some fence updates to that to secure the site. This has nothing to do with a data center, but they have asked us to assist with providing security while they take down portions of the fence and reinforce them. So just want to let you know, we will have some officers out there. It's for that purpose. There will be no cost to the city. The special duties paid for by AEP. And the final thing I would note, Mr. Gose, is the BST and G Fire District will have its, and the Emergency Medical Services will have their ribbon cutting and open house at their new facility at 485 Wilson Road on August 7th. If you can make it, 4 to 6 p.m., please be there. Obviously this is an important milestone for the community, and the fire district would love to have you there. So that's it, unless there are any questions. Yep.
Be there.
Great. We'll be there. That's right.
Any questions? All right, under resolutions, third reading, resolution number 2026.19, a resolution approving OR. Associates to provide right-of-way services relating to the State Route 37 widening project. Looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
We've got a motion by Mrs. Crawford. Second by Mr. Grumney. Discussion? Roll call.
Mrs. Crawford.
Yes.
Mr. Grumney.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Gose.
Yes.
Mr. Capel.
Yes.
Mayor St. John.
Yes. All right, on to second reading.
6 yeas, motion approved.
Thank you. 6 second readings, none. First readings, none. Ordinances, third reading, ordinance number 2026.11.1, an ordinance approving I gotta start that over. A lot of words on this one. An ordinance providing consent to the Ohio Department of Transportation to remove snow and ice and use snow and ice control material on state highways in the city of Sunbury, to enter into an agreement with the State of Ohio Department of Transportation for snow and ice removal, to perform certain maintenance and or repair on state highways in the city, and to authorize the city to enter into an agreement with the State of Ohio Department of Transportation for certain maintenance and or repair. And I will make a motion.
Second.
We give that one to Mr. Capel. Discussion? Roll call?
Mayor St. John.
Yes.
Mr. Capel.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Gose.
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford.
Yes.
Mr. Grumney.
Yes.
6 yeas, motion approved.
There we go. All right, third reading ordinance number 2026.17, an ordinance authorizing an agreement with Verdantis Engineering Services. Looking for a motion.
Motion.
Got a motion by Mr. Grumney, second by Mr. Capel. Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Grundy.
Yes.
Mr. Capel.
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford.
Yes.
Mr. Gose.
Yes.
Mr. Long.
Yes.
Mayor St. John.
Yes.
6 yeas, motion approved.
All right, Third reading ordinance number 2026.19, an ordinance approving the major commercial and industrial site plan application of local provisions LLC for the new construction of mixed-use commercial buildings. Parcel number 417-412-02001004 located in Sunbury, Ohio. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Long. We have Mr. Dana Donnell here. Thank you for going through this long process. Roll call.
Mayor St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Capel,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney,
Yes.
6 yeas, motion approved.
Second readings, ordinance number 2026.20, an ordinance establishing a designated outdoor refreshment area within the city of Sunbury, Ohio, pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 4301.82. First reading, ordinance number 2026.21, an ordinance extending the existing employment agreement of Daryl P. Hennessy as city manager for 2 years and authorizing the mayor to execute any required documents. First reading ordinance number 2026.22, an ordinance approving the major commercial and industrial site plan application of Trident Holding Company LLC for the construction of a new mixed-use commercial building at 37 East Granville Street, Sunbury, Ohio. This is a reading only. I know this has gone through a couple of readings in zoning, or couple of approvals in zoning. Have they been to the BZA yet?
No, they're scheduled to go to BZA.
Okay. Scheduled to go to the BZA. We do have the applicant and the property owner and the architect in the room. Oh, both owners. Hello. Did anybody want to hear from the owners? This is related to the Halls building across the street that had collapsed. They're recommending a really nice addition to the square, turn tragedy into triumph type of story. And got a lot of good feedback from the zoning commission, and they're looking to add some good uses and a higher and better use on the square. Any questions for the applicants, or do you have a wish to introduce yourself? If not, I think I've done that for you. Of course. Any questions? Great. All right. We'll see you back here for a couple more meetings. Sound good? Thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda is ordinance number 2026.23, an ordinance adding electric personal assistive mobility devices and low-speed micro mobility devices to the codified ordinance of the city of Sunbury. I just want to mention one thing related to Ms. Kirkendall's points that can we just do a tertiary review to ensure we're in compliance with ADA and the Ohio Revised Code? Those both trump city of Sunbury codified ordinances, but the intent was to more or less make our sidewalks, trails, and streets safer, because we're seeing a rapid influx of I'm just going to say electric vehicles, primarily of kids that are we don't have really clear guidance for them on where they can ride, how fast they can ride, if they need to wear helmets, that type of thing. So that was the intent. I just want to make sure as we go through the reading process over the next couple of meetings, we're not kind of, causing ourselves more strife.
We will
Is
do
that fair?
Yep. Fair enough.
Okay. All right, thanks. And thanks to staff for all the work you've done on this and the compare and contrast around, what Delaware and Westerville and New Albany and different cities have done, and making sure that it's uniquely Sunbury's. Thank you. All right, last item on the last ordinance on the agenda is ordinance number 2026.24, an ordinance directing the clerk of council to certify a proposed amendment to the city of Sunbury, Ohio charter to the Delaware County Board of Elections for the placement of the question of the charter amendment upon the November 3rd, 2026 general election ballot to be submitted to the city's electors for final review and approval. And I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Second by Mr. Grumney. Discussion. Just the only thing I would say right now is I acknowledge the petitioner's efforts to obtain these signatures that have been validated in a very short period of time. So to everybody that was involved in that process, we are taking this through the process. So that's it. Roll call.
Thank you. Mayor St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney,
Yes.
Mr. Capel,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
and Mr. Long.
Yes.
That's 6 yeas, motion approved.
We don't need an emergency on this.
Do not.
All right, then I would like to make a motion on ordinance number 2026.24.
Second?
Second by Mr. Grumney. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney,
Yes.
Mr. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
and Mr. Capel.
Yes.
All right, new and unfinished business. We have 3 items on the agenda here. Clerk of Council appointment. I'd like to introduce Ms. Mindy Rose. Thank you. And we'd like to appoint you as Clerk of Council. You've passed the trial run.
So if we could have a motion for the
I'd like to
record.
make a motion.
Second.
Second by Mr. Goss. Discussion? Roll call.
Okay, Mayor St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
Mr. Capel,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney,
Yes.
and Mr. Long.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Excellent. All right, also, I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Tommy Hatfield to the Delaware Public Health District for a 5-year term. Tommy's done a really good job for us, and we got obviously a high recommendation from the executive director of the health district, and also Tommy has shown a willingness to serve and continue to serve. So matching talent with need.
Second.
Second by Mr. Long. Is that right? Mr. Capel. Discussion? Roll call.
Mayor St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Capel,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney,
Yes.
and Mr. Long.
Yes.
6 yeas, motion approved.
Do we need a motion on this, or is this an FYI, the January or July 29th meeting?
I was gonna say it's an FYI unless anybody thinks we need to take action on it. Generally, what we've done is we've had it on the agenda to indicate to the public whether the meeting was scheduled or not. We don't need the meeting, so I'm recommending we cancel the meeting.
Okay, so we don't need a motion.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right, sounds good. We are canceled on the July 29th, so we'll see you back here on August 5th. With that said, is there any new or unfinished business?
Nothing here.
Mr. Crawford, Mr. Capel? No. Mr. Grumney, Mr. Long? I have one item, just very brief. The 25th anniversary of 9/11 is, there's going to be a memorial service held at the Ohio Fallen Heroes Memorial on September 12th at 1 p.m. When more details become available and who the dignitaries are that are going to be in attendance, I'll let you know. But most importantly, we'll have many Gold Star families in attendance that particular day. I had the honor of serving as MC on the 20th year anniversary, and I'm going to perform that duty again. So it should be a very somber but good and well planned and deserving ceremony. Anything else? All right, next meeting, August 5th, 2026, 7:30 p.m. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Long.
Yes, you got it.
Gosh. Roll call.
Mayor St. John,
Yes.
Mr. Long,
Yes.
Mr. Capel,
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford,
Yes.
Mr. Goes,
Yes.
Mr. Grumney.
Yes.
6 yeas, motion approved. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.